Oh, good morning. The polls are now open. Are there any early birds voting? Is there much happening where you are?
Well, this polling station just opened at 8 o'clock, and there were indeed a couple of early birds. About 5 or 6 people were here right when it opened. Now, this polling station that's in a middle school in the 15th arrondissement has 1,525 voters in this particular polling station, and for the first round, they had quite a high turnout rate, about 80%, which is higher than the national rate, which was about 78%. So it's interesting to see what the turnout rate will be in this second round. Traditionally, keep in mind that people tend to vote more in the second round of the presidential election than in the first round. But of course, this has been a very unusual presidential election. There was a survey earlier this week where 1 in 4 people said they just weren't going to show up to vote at all. Many people say they feel a little bit disappointed by the final choice between the two candidates. And also keep in mind tomorrow is a public holiday here in France, the 8th of May, VE Day. So that makes this weekend a long weekend. Some people might be away. Also, it's raining, and those are the type of things that can keep people at home. But here, for now, I think there are about 15 envelopes in the ballot box. We'll be giving you turnout figures at noon and at 5 p.m. from the Ministry of Interior. We'll be keeping you updated, of course.
And Flo, just to walk us through the voting process, tell us more about how it all works.
Well, you can vote electronically in France, but a lot of polling stations still do it the old-fashioned paper way. You can see here on this table, you have the two names of the two candidates, so Emmanuel Macron, Marine Le Pen. This order was established in a draw by the Constitutional Council. So what you do is you take your piece of paper. You might notice that it's actually written in Braille here for blind citizens. So you take your piece of paper. Well, you take 2 pieces of paper, in fact, because you're required to take both candidates into this polling booth right here. It's called an isoloir. Of course, it's a secret vote here in France. You pull the curtain, you put your name, you put one of the papers in the ballot. For your vote to count, you can have one name in the ballot. If you have anything more or anything less, your vote doesn't count. Now, some people do that deliberately because they want their vote to not count. And then you go and you show your ID card and you show your voting card, and then you slip it into this box here. And then the official here says something very iconic. He says, "À voter." It means that you have voted, you have done your civic duty, and now you can go and wait for those results.
Okay, Flo, thanks very much for that update. Florence Villeminot reporting from the 15th arrondissement here in Paris.